Hello, my name is Valda Tair Ozeri. I am a practitioner and a shamanistic healer, and I am a practitioner already 16 and a half years working in this profession. And I've learned a lot about the way of acting, behaviors of people, and about energies, if it's by myself and it's by practicing and working with other people. And I would like to give more open up our minds about what is going on now in the world and about the energy that we are now going through. We are now in a period which is called the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension has to do with the fifth chakra of our throat chakra. It's the speaking the truth of ourselves. It's saying, who am I? What am I? What did I come to do here on earth? To actually do my own purpose without being affected by others' opinions. And what is happening now on a worldwide energy is that we are feeling attacked by a virus. The virus is called Corona. What does mean Corona? Corona has to do with the crown. We are actually attacked by our crown chakra, which is connected to our soul, which means we are reflecting to ourselves that we are criticizing ourselves. We are not enough respecting ourselves. We are not enough loving ourselves as we are and what we are. All the time by judging ourselves, feeling not respectful to ourselves, not good enough for ourselves, is actually reflecting energy that comes from the outside and is attacking us as a virus. And I would like really to invite all of you in this time of period to stay in an energy of loving energy with yourself by thinking positive emotions, positive thinking about ourselves. It's so important to stay in the center. We can do this by healing ourselves or meditation, emotional writing, and stay connected to the nature, because this is our world, that we are connected to it. But the energy that we are now facing is that we are all connected to the material world that Mother Earth has brought to us. And the material, we need it also as a human being. But there is no balance between the material world and our spiritual world. And when there is no any balance, then we are actually being attacked, because the energy is pulling us down to earth too much and saying, okay, the person that we have much of fears in our lives that has to do with earth, and all the emotions that we're going, or feeling abandoned, or feeling the loneliness, is actually not healing ourselves. And the spiritual world is now asking for us to awaken to this energy. Actually, what is happening now, a lot of light energy is coming to Mother Earth. And we as human beings, we have difficulties by getting all this energy of light and love energy, which sounds actually a bit strange maybe, because how can love energy feel so bad? Because in the spirit world there is no bad and there is no good. All the energy that comes out of love. And love energy is actually the goddess energy. So this is an energy that actually is asking from us to open our heart, to open our desires from our inner side, that we are all the time actually abandoning ourselves with our desires. And we're feeling all the time that we have to approve ourselves for the outside world. So I would like to ask you to stay connected to yourself and to write down on paper the emotions that you are going through now in this period, all the fears, all the energy that is stuck up. Write it down on a paper, and after you write it down, send to it a lot of light energy, love energy, And then start to write down all the forgiveness that you can forgive yourself in this period. Because what we need now is affection, forgiveness to ourselves, in order that we can also forgive other people, forgive everything what we have been through, in order to learn to get connected and to get back to ourselves and to love ourselves. The energy that we're facing now is actually transformation. This is a time period which is a very historical moment, because through this transformation that we're going now has to do with a transformation of the third dimension to the fifth dimension. There's an evolution which is going on in the world. When we have developed ourselves, we were in the first dimension, so we needed only basic things in life. We even didn't think about our desires. We only needed to survive. And then we opened up to the second dimension, that actually start to know that we need, in order to fulfill our first basic need, that we have to go out to the world in order to fulfill it. And then we came to the third dimension. There we start to open up our emotions. The emotions that were not always very profound, which means we had to do with angerness and envy and jealousy. And this is an energy of the third dimension. Now we are in a time period that we were supposed actually to go to the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension has to do with our fourth chakra, the heart chakra. But during the time we were not able now to go to the fourth chakra of the heart. The heart has to do with what do I feel and how can I heal this emotion? How can I let go of it? The energy of the fourth dimension is actually beautiful energy of healing. And what's happening now is that this time period, the world is already in the fifth dimension, but we are still struggling in the third dimension and the fourth in order to get connected to the fifth. So we created this energy that we are all feeling the scareness, and we are supposed to sit in our homes and to be with ourselves. The situation is actually created so that we can meet our inner side, our inner personality, our inner emotions, and to forgive ourselves, to love ourselves, to honor ourselves back, so that we can get the light energy of the fifth dimension, which has to do with the energy of a diamond energy. That actually we are all of us, we have a diamond in ourselves. If we know how to listen to ourselves, to our heart, to our emotions, and to our own real desires as the purpose what we came here to do. Because all of us has his own purpose, but during the time we forget our purpose because we have to please the purpose of other people around us, and the pleasing has putting us behind. And now what is asked from us is we don't have to please anybody else. We just have to listen to our own voice. Who am I? What is my purpose? And how can I create a better environment for myself? So this is the time when we are now all in our places to go through these emotions and to feel our emotion, to forgive ourselves, to let go. So in order that we can hug ourselves and be forgiving to ourselves, so that we can also let go of forgiving other people. And when I can love myself, I can love other people, and I can love the situation, even if the situation is not nice and not comfortable. So I would really like all of you to invite you, take a look inside of yourself and take this time period of development, of changement, as a challenge to open up and to awaken and to start to work on your inner self. by sitting still and just breathing in and breathing out and listening to the voices in your mind and let them go, and the struggles, because we have a lot of struggle in our inner self between our mind and our emotions. To do emotional writing and to know and to learn to love ourselves every day, every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and to be thankful and in gratitude, because this is something which is very important, that my own creation gives me gratitude, and that my own creation gives me a lot of appreciation for all what is and for all what I have. So please, everybody of you, take a look inside of yourself and see where you can develop yourself, because each of you is a diamond. And if every person can know and learn how to love himself, herself, as a human being, as a soul that is a human being, all of us can create this new changement together and create another reality, because only we together can create this new reality. So I would like to thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, you can always contact me. My name is Valda, Tair, Ozeri, and please feel free. Thank you very much.